past 8 seasons, Bryce Vitre's been the best running back in the NFL. He spent his first 6 seasons dominating but not even going to the playoffs. During his 7th season, he was so dominant that he ended up winning the NFL MVP, led his team to the Super Bowl, and on top of that, he won the Super Bowl MVP. That was last season, 2019. In 2020, Bryce Vitre was dominant again, being first team All-Pro and making a Pro Bowl, but he missed a couple of games. After returning from injury, he dominated in the playoffs and took Washington back to the Super Bowl, where they lost to the Raiders, the team that they beat in the Super Bowl the year before. After losing the Super Bowl, Bryce Vitre ended up announcing his retirement on Twitter. He said, "I've given everything to the Washington Commanders in the game of football. DC, thank you. There's nothing more that I love than wearing the W on my helmet and representing this city for my entire career. Football has given me everything I wanted and more. With that being said, the game has took a toll on my body and I will be officially retiring from the NFL." This retirement was unexpected coming from Bryce Vitre, considering that he was just named first team All-Pro, made the Pro Bowl, and was clearly the best running back in football. It kind of reminded you of way back in the day when Barry Sanders retired as the best running back in the game, but with way more team success. So right when they started to build around this man, he had to call it quits. But right after Bryce Vitre retired, he tweeted something on Twitter that sent the football world into a frenzy. His tweet reads, "I can't imagine my life without football, so I'm eager to get into coaching. High school, college, or the NFL. Whoever gives me the best offer to succeed, I'm willing to work and help out a team." This immediately sent a bunch of fans, a bunch of players saying, "Coach my team," whether that be on the NFL level, the college level, and even the high school level. And that's kind of strange to me because this is a guy who's had no coaching experience and everyone's geeking for him right now. They pressed over a man who hasn't even coached in his life, not even coached a dime. But when I talk to Bryce Vitre, when I talk to his teammates or anybody that's ever been around him, from high school to college to the pros, everyone talks about how great of a football mind he is, especially on the offensive side of the ball. We'll see if that translates to coaching ability, because I've noticed that a lot of great players have not been great coaches because they expect the players to do things from a great player's mindset. And great players often have to realize that regular players don't have the same talent as a great player does. Hopefully Vitre can succeed. The question is, where will he be coaching? And what coaching position will he take? And will that be on high school, college, or the professional level? I'm curious. And the sweepstakes for Bryce Vitre has begun. He was offered by 4 schools a position to coach running back at their school: Alabama, Georgia, Miami, and USC. 4 great programs for Bryce Vitre to advance his coaching experience. Alabama was extremely talented last season. They did great in the college football season. Adding Bryce Vitre to coach that running back room definitely be an addition. Georgia, they had a down season, but Bryce Vitre going to the Bulldogs, coaching that long lineage of running backs, adding to that greatness, I can see him doing some things there. Miami, they not that good right now. He could do something. But I got Alabama, Georgia, and even USC as a better option than Miami. USC, he would fit in there, to be honest with you. USC's running back play has not been great for the past couple of seasons. Bryce Vitre can definitely coach them up to become better players. He's also gotten offers to coach at some NFL teams: Washington Commanders, Kansas City Chiefs, the New York Jets, and a couple more teams. If I was the Washington Commanders, I would not let this man leave the office without being a running back coach. Y'all drafted this man, and for 8 straight seasons, he was the best running back in football. Won the MVP award, took y'all to the Super Bowl 2 years in a row, won the Super Bowl and won Super Bowl MVP. And the running back room already has continuity with the man. If I was the Washington Commanders, no question I would hire Bryce Vitre. After their meeting, Washington is expected to hire 8-time Pro Bowler and Super Bowl champ Bryce Vitre as their running back coach. The deal hasn't been finalized, but we're expecting Bryce Vitre to be back in DC, coaching his former teammates and some new players as well. Hopefully he can show off his offensive mind and contribute to the Washington offense, helping them retain how they were last season, even though most of their production is gone. Most of their production is gone because it came from number 27, Bryce Vitre. Now, the deal between Bryce Vitre and the Commanders hasn't been finalized yet, so that's the reason why neither side has officially announced it. And I got an inside source telling me that the Commanders are basically trying to lowball Bryce Vitre because of his inexperience, even though teams in college and other NFL teams are offering him more. Due to this contract dispute, Bryce decided to go on some interviews with some other teams. And not only did this team offer him a job, this team offered him the position to be offensive coordinator with no experience, paying him way more than what the Commanders offered. So of course this man took it. So Bryce Vitre is now the offensive coordinator for the Las Vegas Raiders. The best offense in the NFL, the most talented offense in the NFL, the best quarterback in the NFL, all at Bryce Vitre's disposal for his first NFL job. And not to mention, this is the team that he beat in his first Super Bowl win and the team that he lost to in this past Super Bowl. This was his last play of his NFL career, scoring and tying the Super Bowl against the Raiders. This is so crazy. 2 years in a row in the Super Bowl, and now this man is the coach for them. You look at DeMarcus Williams' Twitter, 3 smirk emojis. This man is extremely excited to have Bryce Vitre on board. They're losing their offensive coordinator for another job in the NFL. So DeMarcus Williams begged management in Las Vegas to please get Bryce Vitre to be the offensive coordinator. DeMarcus and Bryce are actually good friends already. So DeMarcus knows what kind of offensive mind Bryce is. He knows that Bryce can contribute to the offense immediately. Now you might be asking me, Reezy, how are you going to do this series now? You know, Bryce Vitre is going to be the coach. Well, I'm going to be controlling the Raiders offense, and I'll be showcasing it week by week on the channel. Bryce will also be involved in some executive decisions based on personnel, but not too many. But anyways, it's Reezy here with the Reason Sports Network. Make sure y'all like the video, make sure y'all comment on the video, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, and make sure you click on the post notification bell too. You can be a character in the Reason Sports Network universe. We make content for high school, college, and the pros. You can submit a form. The link will be in the description. However, if you sign up with Patreon, you'll have a lot more customization and control over your character. The link will be in the description. If you want to see what would happen if Garrett Wilson went to Michigan instead of Ohio State, then click this video right here. Or you can see every single Bryce Vitre video if you click on the playlist above. Also, if you want more customization and control over your character, then make sure you click on the Patreon link to the right.